tallest building in the United States, One World Trade Center. Looking glorious tonight as we come to you from New York. DH.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much.
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at center. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Payton. Then it's Barrett. Now, here's Barrett. Out to the right wing. Here's Randall, and Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Connects from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Hawks. That's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And the 3 ball is good.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And it's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. More in-your-face, physical, high-energy plays like that one. And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Hawks, Lou Williams out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Gallinari in at the power forward. And here's Rose, after Lou Williams was able to get the 3 to go. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
In Atlanta again with the bucket.
How about Gallinari off the pull-up? My goodness, that was nicely done.
And now Gallinari pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Gallinari's got 8.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Sinks the triple.
What a pure shooting motion for Danilo Gallinari, and at 6'10", that's special.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. It's Atlanta,
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, there's a definite postseason buzz in the air. Well, looking at the Hawks, they're in a perfect position to grab a hold of this series, up 1-0 already. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, Seth.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Payton. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Quickly defended by Young, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And New York making a change here. Gibson's checked in. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And here are the Knicks now. Robinson finds Gibson. Robinson up top. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Capella. All sorts of time. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And such an advantage when you have a big guy like Capella who can change ends like a guard.
Pass to Robinson. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Young from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
This is what the crowd comes to see. Young has that it factor.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in game 2 for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Gallinari.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Okongwu is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Dunn. And it's Fernando in at the center position. And he's able to get it back. Noel finds Gibson, and he converts the layup.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
And there it is for him.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. It's time now to go courtside as